When you're 105, there's one question you're bound to be asked. What's the secret? Call it cliche, but I asked Ken Tebow that very question. While he doesn't have a secret fountain of youth, he does have a philosophy of living life to the fullest, all while striving to make a difference. Something he certainly did over his 10.5 decades. All right, I'll let you lead the way.
All right.
So this is the one you use for your walks?
Yes. At 105, you have to have some kind of support.
With the assistance of his walker and a family member standing by, Ken Tebow makes the trek up and down his street almost every day.
The heat doesn't bother me. Rain, if it's raining hard, I do not like to get out. A little bit of drizzle, I'll get out.
One step at a time. That's how he says he takes his walks and his life. He prides himself on staying active, whether it's outdoors or on his treadmill inside. He enjoys his downtime too, including listening to music, a fitting pastime considering it served as the soundtrack to his life for decades.
I started playing the violin when I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade.
He also learned to play the trumpet, a skill that landed him in the National Guard Band before he was called to join the Army as a military bandsman in 1941, eventually sending him overseas during World War II.
But when the fighting got severe, why, instruments were cased and we picked up a rifle and went about our business.
That included being forced to join the fight at the Battle of the Bulge in Germany. While he doesn't dwell on that, he does fondly recall playing music once the fighting was over for newly liberated European towns they were marching through.
And we began to play for dances, and oh my, they loved that.
He returned to the United States and the new bride he'd left behind, one he'd met where else but at a military band performance.
We had a happy married life, and we just knew that we had each other.
Together, they raised 4 children, leading to 12 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild, many of whom carried on his love of music. And his influence carried beyond his own family, teaching generations of music students for 40 years, even forming an elite orchestra program for middle school students.
I think that's pretty impressive.
Well, I don't know that. I wasn't trying to be impressive. I just was interested in making music and giving them music that would inspire them.
As it turns out, that inspiration continues to play out to this day.
Happy birthday to you.
We were at Ken's 105th birthday party, a surprise ice cream social with all his neighbors.
Happy birthday, dear Ken.
No, I'm not going to dance for anybody.
I understand.
I'm just going to stand still and hope I don't fall over.
So do we.
After our initial story on that celebration aired, one of Ken's former students in North Carolina reached out to us, excited to learn his favorite former teacher was still alive.
And so when my friend in high school sent me a link to your news article on the website, I was thrilled. I was like, are you kidding me?
Now a member of the Raleigh Symphony, John Gherkin credits Ken, or Mr. Tebow as he calls him, with fostering a lifelong love of music.
He set the stage for all of the music things that I've done in my life.
We were touched by what John shared, so we played some of that recorded conversation for Ken.
He was always there, and I could talk to him. He was the guy that I went to. And I remember some pointed conversations that we had.
And as we started talking about former students, Ken revealed there are others who've gone on to play professionally. So we caught up with a couple of them, too. Ilana James tours the country as part of a trio called Hot Club of Cowtown, playing the same violin she once used in Mr. Tebow's orchestra.
Being a musician is that you carry a piece of everybody who taught you something along the way. Every time I pick up my violin, whether I'm performing, mostly, he's there.
And that's a note echoed by another former student who tours the country playing, also named Ilana.
He was inspiring. He made me want to play my best. I cannot thank Mr. Tebow enough for the foundation of music that I got.
For Ken Tebow, he might not be able to play the instruments he once loved, but learning his lessons live on in so many of his former students has been music to his ears.
Had wonderful groups and wonderful parents, and I just was happy.
I have to tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed sitting down with him. He's just such an interesting guy. He still loves to read. He loves to watch news programs. He said he is a loyal Channel 41 viewer. So.
Oh man, we love to hear it. He's touched so many lives.
Yeah, his students just
Oh my
raved about how
gosh.
wonderful he was and what a difference he made. And so, yeah, 40 years of teaching. You can imagine all the lives he's touched. He was also a local choir director in Johnson County. So
I bet
yeah.
that just scratches the surface too. I bet he's touched, like you said, dozens, if not
Yes.
hundreds
Oh,
of
yeah.
lives for the
Yeah.
better. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah.